Hi, I'm Catherine Hall, and I'm going to show you how I use Datacolor's Spyder3Elite to color manage my workflow. So I'm going to go ahead and launch Spyder3Elite. So since I'm currently working on my Wacom tablet, I'll go ahead and make sure that the LCD is selected. I will also use this with any other LCD, such as a cinema display, which I have in my studio. Another option that the Spyder3Elite has that's incredible and just really helped me a lot with my presentations, whether I'm speaking or showing slideshows and wedding receptions, is the projector section. There's nothing more discouraging than spending all the time to get your color right and then have a projector murder it when you're doing a presentation. So this is perhaps one of the greatest new features that the Spyder3Elite has. And then this is also really incredible. When I'm working on location, now I can know that everything is working in a controlled color environment. I'm on location about 60 or 70% of the time. So to not have a color managed workflow when I'm working out of studio would be detrimental. Then we have 3 settings. Modern day LCDs really only offer a backlight setting, so I'm going to go ahead and continue with the backlight setting. And once again, modern LCDs don't usually have these controls, which makes it very simple for me. I just can click Next. So now we're on to methods of attachment. We can choose to use a counterweighted method without a suction cup. With this display, I'm going to go ahead and click Suction Cup and push Next. All right, now we have our current setting display, which is great for photographers that like to be reassured of everything. So what I'm really looking at here is the gamma and the white point. I'm going to go ahead and keep it at the default settings, which are gamma 2.2. I leave it there because that is what is most equivalent to what the human eye sees, and also the same space that Adobe RGB uses. And then I'll go ahead and leave my white point at 6500 because that is the industry default. So I'll go ahead and continue with these settings. So at this point, I've pretty much done everything. All I have to do is go ahead and set my Spyder3Elite onto the screen, press continue, and that's it. So once the calibration is complete, I go ahead and grab onto the side of the suction cup and pull it right off. There's a tab for me, and stick it right back into the holder. And then I'll name my profile. I like naming it by date so that I have it organized in my system preferences profiles. And this is my absolute favorite part. This will show you before and after calibration. So this takes us into Spyder-Proof, and it's actually divided into us into 4 different quadrants. First, it will show us saturation and contrast, which are the first section. And then we move over to skin tones. And then we have highlight and shadow detail, and black and whites. And this is fantastic, so you can go through, for example, we'll click on here, and it enlarges it, and you can click the switch button, and it will show this is before calibration and after. So this helps to analyze what it has done with the contrast and saturation. So you click on the screen once, and it will take you back to your quadrants. And then I'll check out my skin tones. Once again, clicking the switch button, this is before calibration, and here's after. And this quadrant is particularly important with me since I do so much portraiture. So I really want to make sure the skin tones are right on. And then third quadrant, shadow and highlight detail. Also very important, particularly with my weddings work, because there's a lot of really contrasting situations, and I want to make sure that I'm maintaining both my highlights and shadows with wedding dresses and dark reception rooms. There's, once again, after calibration and before. And you can see the difference this makes, and to imagine not using the software is like working blind. And next, and this is great, we have black and white. And we spend all this time with our actions to make sure we have the perfect black and white conversion. So it's really important to make sure what we're seeing on screen is actually accurate. Here's before calibration. here's after.